Hello and welcome to the Aura Fury Winter Draft Tournament. We are doing a best of 5, and I am Shay Fresh with my co-host.
Hello, my name is Amber, and today we're going to be commentating a really exciting match today. How are you doing, Shay?
Good. Real excited for these teams.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of teams, we have Team Reason versus Team Blank. Team Blank has Delta Jaden, ACS second, Shea, and the X-Lord. Team Reason has Ender, Bowser, Festus, and Zero Beat. Very excited today.
We are starting on Busan today.
Mm-hmm. Just waiting for an extra player, and then we should be able to get these matches underway. Almost time. While we're getting into this map, though, what kind of comps do you want to see on Busan? Or what kind of comps do you like to play on Busan, Jay?
Well, I can really see Dive working or Brawl. I do like my Brawl, but Hazard is in the mix now, so I wouldn't be surprised to see him. And we're starting on Sanctuary. Is it?
As it turns out.
Not too much vertical for this, so maybe more of a Orisa or Malga, perhaps.
And both of them can play Poke as well. They could style their team after that. We could also see, Brawl does also work here. Orisa or Malga or Hazard can also work for that, but could also see Dive. I think just about anything works on this map if you try it. So it'll be exciting to see what they go for today.
Alright, so Bowser already locking Orisa. And ACS is on the ball.
Yeah. Seems like we have a dive comp. The addition of Mercy and Zenyatta, though, is interesting. And it does seem like Bowser's team is going to definitely play hard Poke here. Well, Orisa can be Poke.
Yeah, you have
the support saying Brawl. Strange.
You have the Widow and the Sojourn with Bowser, yeah.
I'm starting to get the point though. Tracer gets there first, so I spoke a little bit. Seems like they are going for an Echo Mercy idea. Interesting choice. Echo's in the back line. Okay, so just focusing on ball for now.
Yeah, it seems like Blank's team is able to take the angles more easily and take control of the map.
Team Bowser's gonna have to Team Reason, he's gonna have to probably group back up. They seem a little scattered at the moment, but we'll have to see. It seems like they are going in and they're given points.
Yeah. Reason's team does want to pressure point more and play like together.
Especially with that piece.
Yeah. And he's down.
Both the Tracers on both teams doing really good work though. The ball does go down though, so I think this point's just about done. Yep, Team Reason takes that point.
Reason does have a pulse bomb, and he could go on a flank just to catch somebody out.
Flank is coming up on one as well. In fact, ult economy in general is looking pretty high right now. We'll have Overclock coming up. Baptiste goes down early. So does Zenyatta. Gonna be a lot of damage pressure off Orisa.
That's really cool.
Blank unfortunately losing the Tracer 1v1. All frame. Yeah, maybe they think they don't need him at the moment.
This ends now.
And Overclock comes out, but immediately they focus the Sojourn and get her out. Both the supports have to leave. They have no choice.
I definitely think if you're Festive, you want to hold on to that, but it's alright. It happens.
And Team Blank definitely has some ults to go in here. Unfortunately, Pulse Bomb goes wide. Bomb goes out and catches both of the supports. That's huge. Gonna make it so Jacewood can't fight this one. And yeah, Flank Scene goes out. Or, sorry, Reason Scene goes out. Echo trying to find somebody. Gets a little bit of damage, but Ari has ult.
Like to see a copy.
I think obviously the Orisa can do a lot of work, but someone like the Baptiste or the Lucio or Sojourn will also work pretty well. Does find an early pick on the Zenyatta. Does get rezzed though. So we do see a copy come out on the Orisa. See Transcendence as well. Orisa rotating the point, but the rest of the team's still a little behind. Lucio does get the Sojourn. Seems like they've managed to get this point back. No, not quite yet. Yeah. Was successful. Soldier just trying to stall point, but it doesn't quite work out. That Mercy just barely surviving was definitely huge for the team's survivability. We'll have to see if there's any changes going into the next fight, or the next map, rather. Round, I guess. Ooh, we have Mech Base. Exciting map, this one. And it seems like Bowser's going for the ball as well. Let's see how that one works out.
And there's a swap to Ramattra. More
there it is.
If he just
which is good on this map, for sure. Absolutely. We'll have to see how this first fight goes.
Oh, Pulse will swap to Brig and Juno now, and Genji.
Interesting. So they definitely want to deal with some of that dive, because that dive has been kind of ripping them apart for sure. So I do agree with the Brig swap. Ball is looking for the Soldier and finds him out.
Yeah, ACS just managed to get a whole lot of value by slamming through the Soldier.
Yeah. And Brig is as much of an anti-dive character as she is, can't deal with 3 characters at once. And yeah, it seems like Team Reason takes the first fight for sure.
Yeah, Festus being able to get 2 there with his dashes really does well for Reason's team.
Absolutely.
Yeah, one fight, ACS is at 70%.
That's impressive. Did work really hard in that last fight, to be fair. Ramattra seems a little lost at the moment. Definitely needs to help out the backline here. Turns around.
Bowser does seem to want to hold his points and just play on point, but he's giving up a lot of high ground by doing that.
Yeah. Giving up a lot of high ground, and his team's struggling to push in with him. ACS is just doing such a good job on this ball.
So much destruction in the back.
Absolutely. Juno and Soldier, and Ramattra's really trying to get one of the supports, but especially with that Zenyatta, it's just so much damage. The pulse finds too. Really good from Blank. Blank's team has 2 ults coming online here. Transcendence coming up soon as well.
We see an engage from the mines. They're going to push top. ACS is ready for him.
You can even see him hanging up there. He is ready. Yeah, there he is. Brigman just to get out, but the rest of the team can't push in with Ramattra, so I think Bowser might already be done here, yeah.
Festus is looking to get revenge, but his team's alive.
We do see the Soldier ult come out, but then he dies right after. That's unfortunate. Zenyatta poking a little bit. That's a dangerous game to play, for sure. Trying really hard to push in on this side here. How's the Vortex ACS? Oh, and I don't even see the Sombra swap. The Sombra swap gets the Mercy. She is caught out by Jaden though. There comes out. Absolutely. But does get one kill, but immediately gets punished for it. You see the copy come out on the Matra. I think they're gonna be able to find the Juno. Yep, now it's just Brig and the Matra on point. Bowser's gonna have to really work for this one. He does get the Annihilation and blocks the Pulse Bomb too. That's gonna be huge. ATS comes in and wants to stop this as soon as possible. Ooh, absolutely. Transcendence was huge for keeping ACS up here. Shea is really hard to find, only has to get hacked by Sombra to really die there. Do have that orbit online, we'll have to see how they use it. Sombra does find ACS.
They're building up EMP really quickly here.
Absolutely.
You definitely gotta hold that in mind. Then they know ACS has it.
We'll have to see how they're gonna respond. ACS comes up on the backline and manages to use the mines, but does find Brig and separates the Juno.
I think being able to disengage there is really good. EMP eventually out.
Being said though, the point is being captured right now by Team Blank. We'll have to see if they can get the point. Yep, Zero beating Festus on point right now. Bowser going in soon after. They do get a couple of good picks though. And they find the Echo.
Orbit should be able to turn it around.
The Orbit unfortunately doesn't stay on point for too long though, so they have to sort of get off the point to still utilize it. DCS still holding up a good defensive line here though. They do manage to get him out.
Blade, yes.
We have EMP and Blade coming up, and that will be huge for this. ACS sneaking around to maybe try to steal point. Tracer gets there first. This is a good time for them to be playing on point though. Oh,
catches one.
EMB Blade combo. Too much for the Zenyatta. Does get the Echo as well. Mercy uses Valk. That's going to keep her mobile. Oh, and the ball. That's tough. And they managed to catch Shea as well. Tracer touches point, which is going to do with it. Pulse goes wide. And Team Reason gets the second point.
Round 3 we go.
Really impressive comeback on that one.
I agree. Bowser's team seem to have made swaps that really fit their comp.
And Bowser's whole idea of playing on point and playing defensively worked really well once they got the point the first time. I'm hoping to see them adopt a little bit more of like an offensive play style just to get that point the first time so that they can start playing defensive. And Bowser switches to Ramatra. Festus goes on the Cassidy as well.
He's on the Reinhardt.
Reinhardt, sorry, yeah. Sorry. But do see Blank go Widow as well. This is a really good Widow map, so not too much of a surprise. No, Reinhardt can't really do a whole lot about the high grounds on this map. Ooh, immediately finding the Sombra. ACS being a nuisance to the backline just like usual. We have that Mercy Echo threatening a lot of damage as well. Does manage to pick off the Brig. Mata looking pretty isolated, but dashes out a little bit. Sombra isn't quite able to reach here. Almost. But Team Blank takes the first point, and we're looking about 50 to ults here. Festus does switch over to Tracer though, so no Hainan coming up anytime soon. And Bowser switches over to Doomfist, interestingly. Not sure if he's going to play more of a dive or an anti-dive. I know that ball's been really oppressive, so either one would work. So we'll have to see.
Doing a full rotation coast, kind of keep out of the sights of the Widow.
Oh wow, the Sombra and the Doom immediately charging on the Zenyatta. Just really wants to get that damage pressure out, especially on Doomfist, who cannot afford to have that extra damage. I know she's really low, but seems to be hidden at the moment. Blink does have sights, so they won't get any funny ideas about points anytime soon. Ooh, good punch there to take the ACS out. Can't really capitalize on it too much though. The Sombra gets out just barely. Really strong position from Echo here, just holding that, and she's duplicate too, so she can never really be in too much danger.
Yeah, I feel Blank's team just has so much control over the area.
They are covering just about every inch of this map as well. Mines come out, that's going to stop them from pushing in that direction. Well, the Mercy Echo will do that first, but... And yeah, seems like Blank's team is able to clean up a little bit, and I'm not sure the Sombra will be able to touch, but...
Should be able to do.
Yeah, I think she got found, so she's being a little careful. She does manage to make it there, but she's a really low health, yeah. Juno gets knocked away, so she's not able to make it, and Team Blank takes the first match. Really good play from ACS especially, I think, was the MVP of this match, but really good play from the entire team.
I'd agree, ACS knows what he wants to do on that ball, just disrupt the back line and take control of the space he can create.
And yeah, I think they're definitely going to need a response for that in the next map for sure, because Sombra is a good response, but just a hero swap ain't gonna fix every problem. We'll have to see going into the next map though, depending on what that map is. We will find out in a moment. Team Reason was making some good progress though. I think that if they take a second, you know, take a deep breath, breathe, I think they can absolutely take a few maps off of this as well. Because I mean, on Mecha Base they did some good work, but it looks like we're going into Junkertown, so we'll have to see how they adapt there as well. Bunch of high grounds, bunch of long sights here. We'll have to see if they continue to play that like brawl sort of dive style, or what they choose to do here.
Yeah, I'd like to see more brawl if that's what works for them. Bowser definitely wanting to play on point, so around the payload he can move the team together and fight forward control around the area. I think that would help them, but Blank's team does have a lot of angles, like they know how to control the map, so sightlines do matter here.
Absolutely. And we saw Blank play Widow for a little bit. Could get a lot of value out of that today. We'll have to see what Reason does about that, or what they're going to do about that if that ends up, you know, being something later. But I do feel good about the playing around point thing though, for sure, because there's a lot of cover around point in this map.
Once you get into the second area to cap B, yes, there's a lot of cover, and even into C, there's more high ground to take advantage of. You want to move as a team if you're playing around Bowser and the Ramatra or Reinhardt.
Absolutely. And taking control of those high grounds is also going to be a huge advantage as well. If we see ACS go on that ball again, though, there's a lot of approach angles in this map. So we'll have to see what kind of value he gets out of it.
I can really see that working for him in A because it's just so open. He can roll through anywhere he wants.
Yeah. And even B has a couple of, not as many, but a couple of different approach angles. He can definitely catch him by surprise, for sure.
Right. Drop from a high ground and pop shields. Yeah.
Pop shields, mines do super well on this map because it pretty much denies the entirety of main on most of these.
They were also running the Zen Mercy, was it?
It was like a Zen Mercy Echo kind of idea. They would put which I understand, you put the Discord Orb on someone in the backline, and Mercy Echo kills that about the quickest out of anybody in the game. So I understand that. Though the Zenyatta did. Oh, seems like Reason has left. Probably DC'd. That's unfortunate. Okay.
It is a DC. He'll be back shortly. Okay.
I wonder what kind of. I wonder what kind of like. If we were to go with comps that we haven't seen before, I wonder what else they could play here. Obviously we saw a little bit of the Doomfist, but that could be really good. Or, oh yeah, seems like Reason's back. But I mean, even dare I say it, Torbjorn on this map, just having a lot of walls to hide behind, a lot of places to put turret, a lot of pressure that you can apply on, especially those tracers, because these tracers have been doing really well.
Yeah, I do like a good Tor play. Being able to control flanking tracers. Yeah, that turret just being able to auto lock onto them should do some help.
Should also help to point out the ball as well. I think that would be my favorite unexpected adaptation for sure.
Looks like we also have our 6th now.
Yet to see if we're going to do any substitutions at the moment, though. Yep, seems like we are going to substitute Zero Beat for Darksing into this next game. We'll have to see how that changes comps. Maybe it'll change how you play, and it does seem like we're going to enter into the second map for today. Goes on the Zenyatta. Ooh, Bat Zen. Very iconic poke comp for sure.
See if they stick with it. I am excited for Junkertown. It is actually one of my favorite payload maps just because I love the aesthetic.
The aesthetic is great, and after the rework, it got so much better. It used to be not too fun, but I think it's definitely improved a lot ever since they changed some of the parts of the map. And it does seem like they're going to keep with the poke. That's like a strong poke too. They the Sigma for it as well.
Yes, indeed. If that's what they want to do, they want to just poke on the cart or around the area. Would be very strong. Oh, they're controlling the big bets around. Yeah.
I would definitely hold these high grounds for sure. I'll have to see if they do, but absolutely, I would just stick up around where they are now.
ACS is back on the ball, so we expect them to be in the back line being a nuisance.
We'll have to see if that works out, because I know as a poke comp, especially on Junkertown, there's not a whole lot of There's a couple of off angles to hold, but with the team that they're playing, I feel like he's not going to find too many of them out at the moment. That being said, though, Reason is quite a ways away. Blank's trying to find a way to peek and click ahead, but... Oh, Reason does find Zenyatta early. That Mercy Pocket Genji's doing some work in the backline as well. ACS does find Sojourn. Go after the Widow next. Ooh, good lamp. Oh, and they got ACS too. But this one was lethal, for sure. But Delta Jaden is able to take out Bowser. That's going to make it a lot easier for them to push in, for sure. Though having to push through Baptiste support is definitely still tough. Zenyatta definitely out there, especially with ACS in the backline. ACS found Widow. Bowser just barely gets back to watch it happen.
This payload has not stopped, and well, just now it has.
Just now, yeah. Commentator's curse.
I was gonna say they're rolling through. There's only Bowser here, though, so
yeah.
That's a very quick first point.
Absolutely. ACS just found his way into the backline, and the rest was history, basically. Ooh, Jaden and Blank immediately finding really good picks. Genji just trying to get out. Might die to, yeah, but dies to Venom Mine. You don't see one of those every day.
Yeah, it feels like Reason's team just hasn't found a footing. They just cannot regroup after that first fight.
Yeah, that first fight, they kind of ACS tore them apart, and they haven't been able to recover too much. I say ACS, but Festus as well has been doing some, or sorry, Delta Jaden has been doing some great work on this Genji as well. It does seem like Festus is going into Genji too. Let's see if that works out. Goes for the blade. It does catch the Immortality Field. Finds Zenyatta. Ender also cannot hold up to the blade for too long, and seems like they cleaned up that fight too. Yeah, and Festus gets caught out, staggered, unfortunately, so does Reason.
I feel like if you're Bowser, you might want to just swap off the Sigma after the ult and find something to bunker down for this last point.
Yeah, for sure. Bowser did try the Orisa on that first map. We'll have to see if that comes back out. I think that might help out a little bit more to play a bit of anti-dive. Minefield comes out, it does help find Baptiste. Blank just completely uncontested on the high ground range. Does get caught out by Reason though.
Yeah, Reason did swap to the Sombra, try to put some pressure onto Blank.
Blank and maybe ACS as well. Focusing more on the, I've noticed focusing more on the Mercy rather than the ball. See Sigma ult come out. Does catch Zenyatta. Oh, never mind. Somebody in the backline. Mercy pocketed as well, so it's going to be really hard to catch him. Window comes out, we'll have to see. That'll definitely make it harder for them to push this cart, but I don't think they're too scared. I think Mercy pocketed Widow. Oh, we got the blade coming out, and it finds two. Most of the sports, it's going to make it difficult for them to get back, and they don't. Very comfortable third point capture there. I think Team Reason definitely needs to. I think play more of a. Definitely more of like a brawl, very close together, ball of death type comp. Because I think they're definitely struggling to deal with this dive.
They need to find the idea to counter the dive. I don't know what that should be, but they cannot let 3 people just take angles on them and take out their backline. or like stagger them before they can regroup.
We do see the Winston Ana, interestingly. We do see the Sombra Tracer as well, so they're going, yeah, they're going full dive.
Maybe that's the answer then, is to counter dive their team.
We do have the Ilari, interestingly. Ilari can definitely help hold some of these angles, though. Try to scare them from coming up, or coming around as quickly.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
See them come out. We'll have to see what they do.
Stop the aiming.
Instantly making it harder for Winston to push in with that Widow. Sombra's instantly found, so they know to be looking out for her. As it goes in, we'll have to see what he can do with it.
Already Ilari's getting pressured and pushed down by ACS.
ACS is able to find Ilari. Now it's... yeah, Kiriko just kind of in the back line. Yeah, he gets caught out.
It is even.
Absolutely, that ball has to run away too. Just a little bit too much damage pressure. And gets caught out.
They managed to take him out, yes. Ilari just wants to stay on payload, I think, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Just makes it harder to, yeah, it makes it harder for everyone else to get caught out as well. Really don't want to be catching too many Ilari headshots if you can help it. They do make the switch to the Ashe, though they want someone, a little bit more survivable than Widow, but with only a little bit less damage pressure. Ooh, Tracer has to recall super early.
I do think the Dynamite's going to be useful for him too.
Especially, yeah. It does seem like ACS and Team Blank in general is able to get some of that, though. The Genji does get, or the Ashe, sorry, does get scary low. They do use EMP. Only catches Mercy, but it does get her. Ashe actually doesn't use Tracer. ACS finds Sombra. They get to hold this one for now. Bowser going alone to point. He's got the mobility to get out, but that's... yeah.
Yeah, a little early, I think.
They do manage to find the Zenyatta with a lot less damage pressure, and it's going to take them a while to get back to. ACS does find Ilari there.
And he does have mines in, so this may be a huge hold for them.
In fact, Team Blank in general just has so many ults coming in. Jaden hiding in the backline, just waiting for a good chance to strike. ACS sets out mines, but not really anyone there to capitalize on the pressure. Jaden goes in, he wants to stall point a little bit. You do see Transcendence come out, so it's going to be a lot easier to fight back here. He's trying to keep Winston alive, but does get caught out. Bowser has to get out. Suits are out early, by the way, so not sure if that's going to matter. Now choosing to stay on point just in case any Sombra shenanigans.
There's a Valve, Blade, and Bob here for Blank's team.
Tracer goes in, they do manage to find Kiriko. Bob comes out though, it's going to have a lot of point pressure. Blade manages to find... It does put a lot of damage pressure, and Bob goes to the rest of the work. Really good Bob there.
Primal Rage was used, and they do seem to be holding a little bit more space here around point.
It does seem like the Valk is going to make this a lot more survivable, especially with this Tracer. Having a hard time catching it. Genji is able to get back.
Ajax the...
Oh, that's tough. That was going to be huge for them. The EMP finds 3. If you can kill anybody, it does help a lot. That Mercy pocketed Genji and that ball yet again causing problems. Sombra TP's out, but gets caught. Sombra's on 1. I don't think she's going to be able to really engage right now. Ooh. Oh, see the Alari ult. Who's that gonna catch? Doesn't seem like it got anybody. Yeah. Does seem like... Yeah, it does seem like Bowser's the only one left to go here, and yeah, there we go.
What a hold.
Or Team Blank, sorry, taking... Yeah, the next point. What an incredible hold that was.
Play of the game.
Blank just really on that team as well. Maybe wasn't like, you know, the flashy one getting all the kills. I would say that was more, you know, ACS or Jaden, but definitely was putting a lot of, making it really hard to play the game.
I think in the
I would
next
say
map,
the
wherever we're going, I think Reason's team does want to play more of that counter dive. They did see a little bit of promise there.
yeah, I was just about to say, I think the dive was actually working for a little bit there. We'll have to see how that one works out. Depends on what map we go to, though, of course. As any comp does.
Because maybe instead you want to force it into more of a brawl style comp, so they can't play this Wrecking Ball, Tracer, Genji. You know.
I'm not sure what map they would want to take that to, though. I feel like any map has really good, you know, brawl or dive angles, especially
True.
for a Wrecking Ball.
Even something like King's Row. Even he's got corridors and high ground to take control with, and
yeah. As soon
I don't know.
as the run is taken away, it's gonna be tough for sure. That just depends on what map we can go to. I don't know if there's any map that can stop them from really getting into the backline. I feel like, especially Tracer Ball, I feel like they can make their way pretty much anywhere, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to think like maybe
Oh,
a
I think my
Clash.
Discord cut out. Yeah, maybe. Would be interesting.
Zero Beats back in.
Swapped out for Zero Beat. Yeah.
New Junk City. Okay, not the Clash I was thinking. I feel like that can still be open enough for Ball to.
Yeah, especially New Junk. That's interesting. We'll have to see.
Or this is
Not
Flashpoint,
sure if
not Clash. My bad.
Flashpoint. Yeah. We'll have to see. I don't know. I'm sure they can come up with something for sure.
First point can be really strong for Ramatra. I know I enjoy Brawl here, so we'll see what Bowser wants to pull out.
We'll have to see if they go back to that Ramatra Orisa idea, or if they just if they try out that anti-dive from before. The game and Discord are lagging quite a lot.
Just doing a little friendly hello there, Festus. The game has not started yet, but they are eager to get going.
Initiating match.
All right. So I wonder if they are thinking of switching up the tank line for Reason's team, or if that was just kind of a throwaway. Jaden's ACS and Shia, yeah, they're all looking about the same. Blank being on the Reaper now. Festus is on the tank with that Ramatra. Bowser went over to Lucio.
Hello. Greetings. Hello.
I think this would be a very, it could be a very brawly team. You get your Tracer and your Sojourn to take angles, and Bap just pump heals into Festus. Run around with Lucio. I do like that Blank and Jade can also take angles, and ACS rolls through, slams the back line.
It's very interesting.
Managed to get the Tracer, but the Tracer.
Ooh, they do find the Mercy as well. ACS finds 2 though. Finds 3. Wow. That ball just... Wow, yeah.
Don't let them take the point.
Being able to roll through 3 or 4 people and gain shields just gives him so much survivability.
Survivability, and he's doing really well on the offensive front as well.
Once again, he is leading the teams in ult percentage at 64 now.
Absolutely. Wow. 64 and... Yeah, 75 in one fight. He's about to have it. And they do push in and take out quite a few. Reaper does manage to find their Ramatra though.
Reason is trying their best.
Absolutely, but not quite enough. I think they definitely need to play a little bit closer, because Ramatra is able to trade backlines, but when ACS manages to get frontline too, then you can't trade that.
Yeah, I know I did say about the angle is so good.
Ooh.
I don't think that's the way you want to play this.
Yeah. I think it was worth a try, but I don't know if it's working out too much.
What's this ult? Just use the zone the Tracer it looked like. He
Yeah.
pulled out.
Let's go then. Yeah, mine just for area denial, but
This ends now.
you see Reason off ult? Presumably just for the Reaper, but unfortunately he is also alone. You have to contest with that ball in the process. Does manage to touch point. Doesn't. Oh, does manage to find Mercy. Versus Yanada. Yeah. Pretty clean first point for Team Blank.
Next flashpoint, bomb flags.
I love Blank putting the Reaper guy coffee pasta in the chat. Very appropriate. Speaking of, the Reaper guy is chasing down that Ramatra. That's a lot of damage pressure I'm gonna deal with. Oof, let's get Tracer.
And Reason.
And Southern. Wow, okay. Gets a 5k in that fight. Incredible work. Blank reminding the team that he is, in fact, still here. ACS was still in the show for a little bit. Team captain for a reason, I suppose. Does get a little confident, though. Kind of gets left behind. There's oh wow, so many holes come out. That Zenyatta does get caught out. Better not sure. That's gonna have to deal with this Reaper damage pressure though. Mercy pocketed as well. That's scary. Yeah. Team Blank just takes another fight.
Even though Zen goes down.
We have a lot of ults coming up on Team Reason. We have Annihilation, Beats. Both of those can be used together as well. beat. Hopefully, just keep the team alive. We do have Transcendence as well, so that Annihilation might be a little bit hard for them to find value.
I almost want to just see the window open things up here right now.
Oh, he gets sent out, and so does Transcendence. Fastest just chasing the Tracer. But this Reaper is proving to be a constant issue. It's just Lucio and Macho now. We'll have to see what that does. You do get the Reaper. That's important, but Res comes out. They do trade the Mercy for it, but we'll have to see. We do have Minefield and Pulse Bomb coming online, and we'll have to see how that gets used. Most of the team is getting back. Reason uses ult. Ooh, man, almost loses point there.
Showing up once again.
Blank just not taking any pummel damage there, it looked like. And they're able to get the second point as well. Oof, finds Lucio out. See a little fight going on in this corridor, but I choose to ignore it and start heading down with him. Queen going in, might be looking for a pulse bomb. Could also see it used during the confusion of a minefield or something. Ooh, goes for the pulse bomb, does manage to find Ender. And that minefield really good as well. Manages to find 3. Wow. It's just fastest here, can't stall forever. Yeah. Team Blank takes the 3rd point.
And another copy pasta.
And another Reaper guy copy pasta. I think he's earned a couple copy pastas as a trait. Oh, the emote too? That might be a little ambitious. Let's see, we definitely need some strong adaptation from... Ooh. Blank goes for a ambitious ult there, but and he does get caught out for it. Does manage to still find one though. But
Well, I mean,
ACS, it worked.
Going in with that Blossom, like it got 0 beat out, and so they haven't been able to use that window at all. And I don't know where the Immortality field was that fight.
No, that being said, Team Reason does have Annihilation, they have Window, they have Blossom as well.
And
Now, granted, Team Blank does have Transcendence, which can stop, all of those, but we'll have to see. And wow, just starts off immediately on the back foot. Blank and ACS just...
I like how Team Blank just disengaged once the Annihilation came out, let them think they could take point, and then came back in for it.
Yeah, and just like that, Team Blank cleanly takes this tournament home. That was an incredible showing from Team Blank. And this game, Blank really showed up for this one. Getting a 5K in this fight. Very impressive showing from both teams here, for sure.
Well played.
Absolutely. Definitely enjoyed the games today. I think we got to see some good fights happen and some good plays for sure.
I really like to see how ACS just plays that ball. Like he knows what he wants to do,
Absolutely.
gets in the back line, and gets out.
MVP of this tournament for sure. Doing so much work. So we'll be having another draft tournament next month in January. I believe it's the second Thursday of the month, maybe? Third Thursday of the month. Thank you. And definitely very excited for that. Hopefully we'll see games as good as this one there too. I'm pretty sure we will. But I believe that is all that we have for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. And Shay, was there anything else you'd like to say to sign us out?
Well, can't wait for the next one.
Absolutely. Me too. Okay, have a good day.